Hey everybody, welcome back to Halfshelltoys and Collectibles. It's the end of the week. It's Friday. It's been a really rough week for myself, my family, with sickness going around and stuff. But the end of the week is finally here. And we continue to have great sales, and I'm super thankful for it. We had another 24 hours that was close to $300 in sales. The last 3 days have been like that. So it's been a great week. And I wanted to mention at least one thing. I'm thinking about doing a podcast with a buddy of mine who's also like a part-time reseller. He also, him and his wife run an organization, and he also flips on the side. So, been thinking about doing something with him in the future where we just sit down and we just talk about reseller issues, like problems that we're having or success that we're having, and just kind of hash it out, over like 30 or 45 minutes. Maybe do it a couple times a month. And so I think that'd be really cool to have the community, because I don't really have that sense of community with what I'm doing, with where I'm at. I haven't really connected with any other resellers in my area. So being able to have that community would be really awesome. So let's go ahead and start getting our orders pulled because our time today is pretty limited. So let's go ahead and pull our first item. All right, guys. So in the last 24 hours, we've sold a lot of video games and model kits. So the first item we got to pull is a Zelda video game, and it's on S3, and it's an N64 game. And it's going to be one of these here. There it is right there. So this is the Zelda game here that we sold. And the label on this one isn't perfect, but it's decent. And it sold for $31.49 plus shipping. We still got a ways to go on that lot. So we're not into the profit yet. We may never be into the profit on that lot. That was a bad buy on my part, a mistake on my part. So I'm hoping we make our money back at least. So the next item we got to pull is another video game. This is a Wii game. And it's this one right here, I believe. Now, this one I picked up Facebook Marketplace. So someone that lived like a mile down the road from me was selling a Wii for $40, I think. And this is one of the games that was in the lot. And it is the Hasbro Family Game Night 3. This game is complete with the manual. So that one sold for $17.99 plus shipping. Wii games just don't sell for very much. There may be some out there that do, but I haven't ran into them yet. So that one sold for $18 plus $9.25 for shipping. The next item is a card, and it's in batch 13, which I don't know if I have that on the table here or not. So nope, I'm gonna have to grab this off the floor. So batch 13. And let's see here. Batch 13. There he is right there. So that's the card that sold. And this sold for $1.34 plus shipping. So the buyer paid a total of like, I don't know, $2.37 for that card. All right, guys, the next item we got to pull is actually a Ninja Turtle item, and it is the Culture Fly Melts Ninja Turtle like ice cream pops. And this one's Leonardo, and he's an A3 out here in the shop. Come out here and pull him out. I've been moving some stuff around out here. So there's some extra stuff in the way, but luckily I can get to this one pretty easily without having to move stuff. He's right there on top. I saw him just the other day. All right, so there he is. All right, so he's just a plastic version of the ice creams that we used to get back in the 80s and 90s as kids. And that sold for $9.68 plus shipping. Buyer paid a flat rate of $5.99 for shipping on that. The next item we got to pull is actually an international sale, and it's a toy, and it's a Masters of the Universe Trap Jaw. And this is a newer item. It's from 2021, and it's from the Netflix special. And he's an A33, so we have to come out here to the shop and pull him. So an A33 is right here. And he's on the bigger side for a toy. He's right there. These are pretty cool action figures. For people who like Masters of the Universe, most of their toys are small. And so there's very few of them that are actually like 12-inch figures, and that's what this guy is. So he's brand new in the box. They don't sell for a lot, unfortunately, but he sold for $11.11 plus shipping, and the buyer paid $11.55 for the shipping. So it paid more for the shipping than the item. So thanks, USPS. But yeah, so the next item is a model kit, and it is actually, it's a collector's tin that has two models in it, and it's the two rigs from the Munsters. So this is a picture of it. And man, guys, if this was sealed, not opened, I could have got a lot more money for it, but it's okay. I still managed to sell this for $80.99, but still it hurts that it wasn't sealed. So let me go ahead and pull that real quick, and then I'll bring you guys back. All right, I got that pulled. So here it is. It's pretty good size tin, and it's got the two different model kits in it with the instructions and the decals. So got lucky that they were complete, and that is a great sell. This also comes from the bad buy lot, so I'm hoping that, you know, that's a great sell. It's going to go towards the total of getting our money back. So I'm very thankful that that sold. The next item, again, is another model kit. This one I can pull a lot easier than the other one, but it is a vintage Polar Lights horror model kit, and it's called The Witch. I'll flip you guys around here so you can see it. So that is the model kit, and this one has been opened, unfortunately, just like the other one. Try to get it open here so you guys can see it, but it's been open, but I don't think, if I remember right, so the instructions are there, but none of the parts have been opened. So all the parts are still there, sealed in plastic. So that kind of saved me on this one. Otherwise, it would have been worth a lot less than what I got for it. So it sold for $23 plus shipping. Buyer paid a total of $12.80 for shipping. So we're going to come out on top of that one pretty good. Just going to go right towards the total of getting our money back. So and I'll talk, at the end of this video, I'll talk a little bit about the plan that we have to hopefully make this lot really profitable. I kind of feel like it's a God-given saving grace type of thing, and I'm hoping that it works, and I'm hoping that it takes off. But you know, we'll have to see. We'll have to do a little bit of what we're thinking and see if it works. So let's go ahead and pull another item, and I believe, yeah, this is our last item we're pulling for today, and it's another Nintendo 64 game, and it's actually or Golden Eye, I think, for Golden Eye 007 for the N64. And I have this one in plastic because we have another one of these that's in better condition, and that's how I separated this. I said S3 in the bag. So that one sold for $25.19 plus shipping. They paid a flat rate of $5.99 for shipping on that. So not terrible, guys. It's crazy to think I did have a sale for some door handles, but two door handles. So this stuff here plus two more door handles, you know, this was over $250 worth of stuff that sold. So I'm very thankful for that. So let's talk about the lot, the bad buy lot. And for those of you that haven't seen it yet, there is a video, 2 videos ago, something like that, where I'm talking about my resellers fail. And basically I just went in with my blinders on, made a bad decision on a lot that I purchased. Half of the stuff was great stuff. The other half of the stuff was not so nice and junk. So, but I learned my lesson, and I don't know, I woke up after a nap yesterday and just this idea popped in my head to search on Google. For those of you that haven't seen the video yet of my fail, there's about 2,000 VHS in this lot that I would say 85 to 90% of them, the tape is moldy. So the case, the slipcover and the cassette casing are fine, but the tape inside the cassette is moldy. So either they need to be cleaned or everything just needs to be thrown away. I mean, there's no point in cleaning a tape that's worth $1. So we have come up with this idea. And like I said, I feel like this is a God-given idea to try to turn around this bad situation. So I'm hoping that this idea actually works. I think we're going to try to do a trial run of 24 items and see how it goes. I'm really hoping that we can sell these on Whatnot. Get 100, 200 of them put together and made, and then sell them in a show. Sell all of them in a show. So that's kind of what I'm hoping for. But we'll probably have them available on our eBay store as well and other marketplaces, because these are going to be like custom made items, like nostalgia items. So I'm hoping it works out. There'll be more on this stuff that we're going to be creating in the near future. We have some supplies coming in the mail that will be here this weekend, and then we'll whip some of them together and share them with a few people, kind of get their idea on how they like them. Well, guys, I think that's the end for this video. I've been having tons of problems with my GoPro. It keeps shutting down on me. So this is the end of this one, if I can get this last take in. But so thank you so much for following us and watching our videos. If you haven't, follow us on Facebook and Instagram. Hit that subscribe button. And again, thank you so much. If you haven't yet, visit our eBay store. Any purchase that you guys make, even if it's our sticker, it helps support our family, and we really appreciate it. Everybody, have a great day. Have a great weekend. We'll see you on the next one.